San Remo is a town in southern Victoria, Australia in the Gippsland region, formed as a fishing village. Its economy is now largely based on tourism. It is also notable as the town on the mainland end of the bridge to Phillip Island. At the 2006 census, San Remo had a population of 1017. It is located at the western tip of the Anderson Peninsula, 122 kilometers southeast of Melbourne via the South Gippsland Highway, near Kilcunda and opposite Newhaven on Phillip Island. History. The area around what is now San Remo was occupied for many centuries by the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation. George Bass explored the coast and discovered the straits separating the mainland and Van Diemen's Land. Together with the bay, he named Western Port. Sealers frequented the coast and islands in the 1820s before Europeans settled the coast. Samuel Anderson, a Scottish immigrant who in 1835 established the third permanent settlement in Victoria at Bass. Samuel had arrived in Hobart aboard the Lang in September 1830 and was employed as bookkeeper for Van Diemen's Land Co. at Circular Head, Tasmania. In 1835 he left the company and sailed to Western Port. It has been suggested that the sloop, Rebecca, was purchased by Samuel and his partner per second. In 1837 his partner Robert Massey also left VDL Co. and joined Samuel at Western Port, where his skills as an engineer produced a tidal-powered mill. Samuel's brothers Hugh and Thomas followed him to Bass, and when land was released they bought over 2,000 acres centered on the Anderson area today, with their homestead, Netherwood, being built on the shores of Western Port. The Anderson brothers and their descendants featured prominently in the local municipal area. An early pioneer and explorer, Anderson Inlet at Inverloch was named after Samuel Anderson. Descendants of the Anderson family remain around San Remo to this day. In 1797 George Bass, a naval surgeon and explorer, took a voyage in an open whaleboat to explore the coastline. It was later explored on foot in 1826 by William Hovell. Around 1840 a deep-water port was established at Griffiths Point in order to provide exports of wattle bark, farm produce and cattle, and then later coal. Starting in the 1870s, a township grew around this port and brought in tourists. In 1888 the township was named San Remo after the resort town in Italy. The post office opened on 14 August 1873 and was renamed San Remo in 1888. Early in the 20th century, commercial fishing of the King George whiting came to the area, the produce being sent to Melbourne markets via railway. Since 2006 San Remo has a tidal power test facility. Installed Nereus tidal turbines dispatch power directly to National Grid. 1. In 2008 a monument to those local professional fishermen lost at sea was erected. A cairn with the names of those lost at sea with a navigation light atop is a main feature. Today there is a fishing cooperative near the bridge that supplies good fresh fish, particularly the King George whiting, for which the area is known. Festivals and events. The San Remo Channel Challenge is held in February and the San Remo Festival in March. See also San Remo in Italy.